So here I'm at the wedding show at the Mitzvah again. Here's a man who definitely gets a lot of applauses. Cary, tell us all about it. Let's start with trends in the wedding market from a Jewish perspective. See any trends with the actual meals themselves?
I think today, because people are going out and going to restaurants, reading books, seeing magazines, the trend has become a lot of tapas plates, tapas meals, where we're doing smaller plates. Could be 5 or 6 courses, 7 courses of different style of tapas plates. That has become a trend over the last, let's say, year and a half.
What about styles? Any unique things in the style department?
People are looking for fresh, sustainable foods that can be used, local products people are asking for. There's been a real demand for that, and it's tough to find in our climate, but that has definitely been something that the younger generation are looking for as far as menu design and style goes.
Okay. Now you've been in the business for about 30 years under another company, Encore, and now you're starting with Applause. You've been doing this for Applause for about a year and a half or so?
Yeah, Applause Catering started April of 2010, so it'll be 2 years this coming April. We're proud to announce that we're at that Tzedek congregation under the Hefsher of Badat, Toronto. And basically what we have found is that people are really looking for high-style food, kosher, and quite frankly, I don't see any reason why it shouldn't be high style or couldn't be high style. The fact that it's kosher should be really irrelevant. And that's what we're providing as far as our menu design, menu style, presentation, being very upscale.
Is that where the competition is now in this market? In the
Sorry?
Is this where the competition is in this market? Styling and...
I would say styling. I mean, the competition is really just beginning to start now because we're a new player and people are trying to keep up with what we're doing. So it's going to be a competitive market for sure.
Excellent. Another question. What about a bride and groom? What should they look for in terms of a caterer? Can you give some points?
As far as a bride and groom goes, and I think it really comes down to the interpersonal reaction you can have together with the caterer to make sure you're on the same page and they understand. The caterer should understand your wants and desires. It's not just cookie cutter, it's customized. And what we do as a catering company is customize every menu that we do.
So one last question. You can answer this if you like. What are some of the unique stories you've had over your 30 years as a caterer?
Well, I could probably write a book with the story, so it wouldn't be fair to be able to tell you that in 30 seconds, but there's many stories, family interactions, different scenarios that have happened or could happen, at outdoor tent weddings with power failures or, equipment not working, things like that, horror stories that we go through, but having experience and done it all over the last 30-odd years, we sort of know how to overcome these things, so to the general public or the guests going to a Simcha, they would never know that if there was a problem.
Good. What about the most important lesson or lessons you may have learned over your 30 years catering?
I think the most important lesson that I've learned is timing of an event. The time an event dictates the kind of food you should be having and how much food you should be having. And that's a really crucial thing to think about when you're planning any event. Cocktail party, dinner, supper, breakfast, whatever it is, that the food style and the menu should really be complementary to the time the party's called.
Excellent. Okay. What's your website?
Our website is applausecatering.ca.
Excellent. Thank you for your time, Cary.
You're welcome.